bench I use in the shed did not give me the room that I needed with this phase of my cast guitar project. So I moved things to the dining room table. I had a specific plan of attack with this build. I was seeing the guitar body as a series of layers or slices. I was thinking that I could cut a series of slices out of the foam and glue them back together, coat the whole thing in a few coats of plaster, and lost foam the entire guitar body. For several reasons, this did not work as I had planned. Like with a few of my other projects, I found that I needed some additional tooling. On top of the foam cutter, I picked up this digital caliper from Harbor Freight to help me with my slice measurements. Before switching on the foam cutter, I decided to make a cardboard template of the overall guitar body. My wife is off with her craft day buddies, so I've got the house to myself. College football is playing in the background. And speaking of college, go Vandals! Next up, I wanted to make my pieces of foam much easier to work with by cutting out just the square shape I needed before roughing out the template size. The foam I'm using was recommended to me by Heinrich's Made. With the guitar body being thicker than one piece of foam, I needed to cut two pieces that I could stack on one another. With the wire height adjusted, I needed something that would help me guide my foam into it straight. I decided to use two books from Will Durant's excellent set on Western civilization. Yeah, sometimes my projects feel like I'm carrying the weight of civilization on my shoulders. At this point, everything is going well, and I'm thinking this is going to be easy. Here's my first big mistake of the day. I know that Heinrichs uses tacky glue for his foam, but with the number of slices I needed to make, I was concerned about drying time. It didn't hit me until later that I was cutting the foam with heat and that maybe hot glue wasn't exactly the best direction to go. Here is my second big mistake of the day, freehanding my cuts. This also revealed my third big mistake of the day, slowdowns in moving the foam through the wire. The wire continues to burn whether the foam is moving or not. It is here that my first doubts about the quality of my work begin to creep into my thoughts. My fourth big mistake of the day came with my measurements. I thought I could measure and cut as I went along, but I should have measured all of my cuts, let them sit, double check, let that sit, and double check at least a second time. I thought I was remembering everything as I went, but in reality I had forgotten the bottom. There was a nice deep cavity I had forgotten about, and I forgot about the nice big hole that runs from the outside of the body to the big cavity, the input jack. Those are the grooves that are made when the foam is not pushed through the wire at a consistent pace. Okay, I think I'll just speed through the majority of these cuts and pipe in from time to time. I probably could have gotten away with not gluing the two larger pieces together. That's part of what I was talking about in measuring first and double checking, letting it sit and checking again. Those are the slices all put back together. And I'm a bit confused as to why my attempts at precision fell short. Also, don't touch the wire while running foam into it. Next up was to cut the cavities in each slice. This ended up being my fifth big mistake of the day. I have experience in cutting foam, having built my own suit of stormtrooper armor out of Walmart yoga mats. Here's a picture of that. However, this foam for the guitar did not cut like that foam did, so I ended up making a huge mess. I may need another foam cutter for this part, one to function as a scroll saw. I think you get the picture on how the rest of all of this went, so I'm kind of skipping toward the end here. Altogether, here is the carnage, and I'm not really happy about it. I think I'm still going to try to pour this. At this point in the project, I had over 5 hours of work into it. In my next video on this, I will have tried to drill a hole into the bottom cavity and find a way to smooth out the outside edge of the body. Thanks a whole bunch for watching. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or any such things like that in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Blessings.